What's up, YouTube? Bay Area baller back again. Big day for the Golden State Warriors as they acquire Chris Paul, draft Brandin Podziemski. I'm going to give you my thoughts on both those transactions. I was of the mindset the Warriors had to make a big move if they were to get back into championship contention. I didn't think they could just kind of tweak the roster at the back end and run it back and compete for a title. I do think getting Chris Paul, trading away Jordan Poole does make the Warriors better next season. I do. Now the Warriors, they got a point guard who can run the second unit. I mean, it's been talked about ad nauseum. We know when Steph Curry is off the floor, the offense tends to struggle. Now you got Chris Paul running that unit. I think that's really going to clean things up in the second unit. And Chris is big time. I mean, you guys know that. The way he can operate the pick and roll, just how savvy, how smart he is as a basketball player. Not to mention the guy is one of the best mid-range jump shooters I've ever seen. He also can shoot it from distance. He can hit the three ball. So Chris Paul, well, I'm surprised. I was not expecting it. I was thinking about all kinds of trade candidates for Jordan Poole. Chris Paul did not cross my mind. But now that it's done, and this trade tells me that the Warriors, they had some buyer's remorse. Okay. The Jordan Poole contract, it was not looking good. It's not a pretty contract. I don't think it's going to age well, in my opinion. Jordan, he's flashy. Jordan Poole makes those plays. He makes plays that make you say, wow, that was spectacular. And then he makes plays that have you saying, wow, that was awful. So, to be honest, Jordan, I thought his time was up with the Warriors. And as I expected, he was shipped off. Hey, best of luck to him with the Wizards. But you got a future Hall of Famer in Chris Paul coming in. Him and Steph have already talked. Sounds like they're on the same page. And I think the Warriors are they're an improved basketball team. That being said, does that move, make them championship contenders? I can't say yes. I can't say yes. I think they got to get another forward. They need another wing, in my opinion. It does make them better, but the Nuggets, the Suns, I'm not sure if this move, or actually, I don't think this move is going to vault them in the power rankings ahead of some of these other teams. But I do think they got better today. Now let's get to the draft pick, Brandin Podziemski out of Santa Clara. I started watching some film on him a couple days ago, and I liked what I saw. The dude can shoot the lights out, 43% for 44% from distance. I mean, he can stroke it. He's a lefty. He's got a smooth jumper. It looks good. Uh, he can shoot it with, he doesn't need much airspace to get his shot off. He's got a quick trigger. This dude's not hesitating, pulling up for the three ball. He's got good range on his shot. You see, he's got NBA range that he was showing. And the thing I love, maybe as much as his three ball, is his floater. Podziemski's got this floater. He gets into the lane, and he doesn't have to go get it and compete with the big boys at the rim. He can get off this floater that he's really accurate with, and it's going to be a weapon that he's definitely going to utilize at the next level. I will say, watching the tape on Brandin, the guy does not use his right hand. I'm a fan of players being able to finish with either hand at the rim. You really notice that Brandin is left hand dominant. When he gets into the lane, oftentimes he's trying to figure out how he can get back to that left hand. It looks like, he has a scoop shot with the right, but he finds ways to finish with the left. Don't get me wrong. He was still finishing, but at the NBA level, with some of these NBA defenders and their length, if they know you're so one hand dominant, I think they can make life difficult for you. That being said, the guy's a 3-point sniper. Okay. I think that's what he's hanging his hat on at the NBA level. He's a good passer. You know, I saw him. You know, he's in the pick and roll. He's making good decisions. He's hitting these guys for lobs. So I like his vision. That's offensively. Defensively, I think he needs some work. You know, the lateral quickness. You know, I'm seeing him getting blown by University of San Francisco. The Dons players are blowing right past him. The point guard for Sam Houston was blowing by him for layups. So got to monitor him defensively. Uh, that being said, I don't think he's a bad athlete. You know, you threw down a couple dunks that were like, okay, you're like, okay, B Pod. But those are my thoughts on the Warriors acquisitions today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hey, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll be talking ball real soon.